Welcome back, YouTube pipe smokers. Mutton Chop Piper here. Well, now the first video, we're going to continue on with our Android Netrunner how to play videos. The first one was to explain the game to you, explain about the game and who's good to play the game. And in this video, we're going to concentrate on the Corperation side and how to play the Corperation side. Now, before I continue, I don't want you guys to be daunted by the information I'm giving you. It may seem difficult, but it really is not. If you think you might enjoy this game and you get it, once you play it a couple of times, it will be like, oh, this is nothing. This is easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so as I told you before in the other video, there's 4 corporations. Today we're going to be playing with the Wayland Corporation. Now, the Wayland Corporation is building a better world here. The identity is Megacorp, and they have some text here in this box that gives them a little bit of an advantage. This text says gain 1 credit whenever you play a transaction operation. So each corporation, each runner has text in this box that gives them a little bit of an advantage. So this is nothing new, but we're going to be playing with Wayland today. Okay, so each turn consists of 3 actions, or what's called in the game clicks. So this card represents your click tracker. So whenever you perform an action, you count off these clicks. Okay, first click I do this, second click I do that, third click I do something else. So this is your click tracker card. Well, what can we do with our clicks? Well, this card shows what you can do, what actions you can take during your turn. Now, you can take three of any of these. You can take, well, let's go through them first. You can use a click to draw a card from R&D. Now, I'll explain what these terms are here when I get through showing you this. You can click to gain 1 credit. You can click to install an agenda, asset, upgrade, or piece of ice. You can click to play an operation. You can click and use 1 credit to advance a card. Now, that's as far as we're going to go. These other 2 at the bottom we're not going to be concerned with right now. You can look at them and see what they say, but it'll just confuse you, so we're just going to work with those for now. Okay, so, and something else I wanted to tell you. You're not locked into doing just 3 different ones. On your turn, if you want to draw 3 cards, take all your 3 clicks and draw 3 cards, you can. Or you can take all 3 clicks and gain money. You can take all 3 clicks and install an agenda, asset, upgrade, or piece of ice, so forth and so on. You can do 1 of each if you want. You can do 2 of one thing and 1 of another. You can use these clicks, or you can use these turns in any manner that you want, as long as it follows the directions on this card. Okay, so we have to look at the game, or the corporation side, as if they're in lanes. Okay, so this first lane where the corporation card is, the corporation card represents your hand of 5 cards. Okay, so these are the cards that are in my hand right now. Okay, the second lane is called research and development. The first lane, where we just talked about, where the Corporation card is, that's headquarters. The second lane, where the deck is, right here, is research and development. This, to the right of that, here, is archives. That's your discard pile. So this is archives, research and development, which is your deck, and headquarters, which is where your Corporation card is. You can also have cards setting to the left of headquarters. These are called remote servers, and you can have as many remote servers as you want going to the left of the headquarters card. So we'll go over it one more time. Archives, research and development, headquarters, remote server, remote server. Okay, so the object of the game is to score 7 agenda points. This is an agenda. As you can see in this corner, it has the number 3. That means in order to score this agenda, you have to spend 3 clicks and 3 credits in order to score this agenda. And it gains you 1 agenda point. Now, in here, there's also some text in this box. This text only applies to the Corporation. If I score this agenda, I can use this text. If I'm a runner and steal this agenda, all I get is the points. I do not get the information, or I don't get the advantage that shows up in this box. So it costs 3 clicks and 3 credits to score this agenda for the Corporation, and it gains me one agenda point. Now, if the runner steals or discovers this agenda and steals it, they don't have to pay anything. They just get the agenda, and they get to score the points. Okay, so where are the agendas located? The agendas can be located in headquarters, which is my hand. They can be located in research and development, which is the deck. They can also be located in the remote servers, or they could be hidden in the trash, which is archives. So the agendas can be any one of those places I just mentioned. Okay, so now I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to be in place of the runner. If I'm the runner and I'm running right now, I can get into anywhere. So you have a couple of remote servers, okay? Right now I have free access. All I got to do is come up to this research and development and say, okay, I want to see the top card. I can come to headquarters and pick a card out of your hand. I can come to either one of these remote servers and make you turn it over. So right now I have free access. So how does the Corporation prevent me from getting in? They do that by using what's called ICE. And I refer to ICE as like a it blocks the way of the runner. It's a firewall. It's put in front of the area you want to try to protect. Now, this is what a piece of ice looks like. Okay, now, as you can see, it's called wall of static. There's a 3 The 3 in the right or the left hand corner means it cost you 3 credits to what's called res or activate. Its strength is 3, so it has a strength of 3 and it costs you 3 to activate. Here it'll show that it is a barrier ice. There are 3 different types of ice. There are barrier, code gate, and sentry. This you'll see here where it looks like it's a little crooked arrow, right? And it's got something next to it that says in the run. Okay, so that is a subroutine. Some cards have several, some cards just have one. So this is a barrier piece of ice. So what you do is during your, let's just go through a turn. Corporation turn, the first thing we do is we draw a card. That's an automatic. We automatically draw a card. First click. First click. I want to protect my headquarters and my R&D from being attacked. So on my first click, I install a piece of ice sideways like that. So in order for the runner to get to R&D, they have to go through that piece of ice. Next click. This will be second click, second turn. I don't want them to get to headquarters either. So I install a piece of ice over headquarters. That way they have to come through that piece of ice or that barrier in order to get to my hand to choose one of the cards. Next, I want to gain some money because, like I said in the other video, this game really depends on financing or money. So I'm going to play a card. It's called an Operation. It cost 5 to play. It's called a hedge fund, but I gain 9 credits. So as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My third click, I'm going to play hedge fund and gain 4 more credits. Okay, so now I'm up to 9 credits. Now it's the runner's turn. Now, the way the corporation wins the game is they have to install an agenda. Say they install an agenda here, and we've got 2 pieces of ice. So on my first click, I install an agenda. The next click, I spend a click, 1 credit, to advance that agenda. Remember, it takes 3 clicks and 3 credits to advance, to score that agenda. Third click, I've spent the click, I spend another credit, and I advance a second time. If on the third round, or my next turn, if that survives, then I spend my first click and 1 credit to advance that agenda. Once I have paid the 3 clicks and 3 credits, I have now scored 1 agenda point. So I'll put that to the side, and I have scored it. You do that until you have gained 7 agenda points. Once I have gotten 7 agenda points, then I win. All right, well, that's the Corperation side. I know it was kind of short and sweet. There are other cards that can be played, but that's sort of a short, sweet way that you play the Corperation side. The next video will be how to play the runner side. All right, well, I hope you learned something. And until my next video, I want to wish you and your family happy gaming.